What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are on this, the 21st of April. We got about 9 hours and 23 minutes left, sitting at about 1.77 cents now. We're up about 0.65% on the day so far. Bitcoin's up a whole 3.5% on the day, so we're lagging a little bit, but that happens. That's okay, right? I'm actually kind of curious. What's the average altcoin doing today? What's the others chart telling us? The average coin's up more than we are. So yeah, we're lagging a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, in all honesty, we're ahead of the pack. The average altcoin from their lows back on April 7th is not up over 100% right now, but we're up 132%. So that's fine. That's okay. We can lag a little bit. We moved up a lot. We got to consolidate. We're actually consolidating in a very well-known pattern, a bullish pattern called a bull flag, right? Where you move up, you move down like this, you consolidate. It kind of looks like a flag, does it not? It looks like if we moved it over, you move all the pieces over, you got your bull flag, right? And the measure move, you would take the flagpole itself, which actually that's not a good representation of the flagpole. Let me get this here from the low to the high. That's the measure move there. We take this, we put this at the base of the flag. That gives you the measure move all the way up to about 5.5 cents. So 5.5 cents is the target area. That's where we're going to go whenever we break out of this target here, and that is the expectation by the end of the month of April. Now, if it doesn't happen, if we're not there by the end of April, don't shoot me, man. We'll probably still see that by the beginning of May in a very, very short amount of time. I can't imagine that we're going to consolidate down like this for months on end like we did here. I don't think that's going to happen. Any day now we're going to break out, and I think that Bitcoin breaking out of its consolidation phase here is a precursor to the good things that are going to come, not just for OnyxCoin, but for the whole altcoin markets, right? That's the expectation. I had one guy in the comments who said, I want everyone to call him out if we're not up 200% by the end of the month. We'll see. And it's like, okay, and what if I'm right? Do you want everyone to call me out for being right then? No, you guys like that, they are just here to spread the negative shit, man. And maybe that's because that says more about them than it does about me. I don't know. But man, anytime I am wrong, let's be real here for a second. Anytime I am wrong, I say I'm wrong. I'll make it. I won't say I was wrong in every single video I make. But if I was wrong about OnyxCoin, the very first video that comes out when I'm proven wrong, I will say I was wrong. I might even put it in the title. I was wrong. But who cares? Big deal. If you care, you care more than I do, man. I don't care. I don't care about being right or wrong. I care about making money. And if you think that being right or being wrong in this space is a direct correlation to making money, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're brand new in the markets, right? Everybody thinks like that when it's their first cycle, but it takes time to figure out that it's actually not about being right or wrong. It's about risk management. It's a little bit about luck, and it's about patience, really, is what it is, right? It's about making money. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about making money. I'll prove it to you, right? And maybe you know this if you're a trader real quick, if you're a trader, but I have an experience myself where I was in Vegas and I was trading, and I was up like 5 trades in a row, man. I was using leverage, and I probably saw a 3x in a day just off of trading, just by using leverage and trading. I was on fire. 5 trades, 6 trades in a row that I won. And then the one trade that I won, the one trade that I lost, wiped out all those gains and more. I was in the red, right? This was back in my earlier days. This is whenever I was more of a degenerate gambler type, and I had less risk management, right? So I was right. I was right more often than I was wrong. I had 5 or 6 correct trades in a row that led to phenomenal gains. But the one time I was wrong, I lost it all. So being right versus being wrong, I'm just saying from personal experience, that doesn't matter. If you think that matters, it doesn't matter. The real thing that matters is risk management, and then also just patience, I think. And of course, a little bit of luck never hurts anybody, but skill, analytical skill, and just timing opportunity, seizing the opportunity. You have to be able to look at something while it's in the face of death and say, this is a great time to buy, which we absolutely did, right? It's not about being right or wrong. It's about tenacity. It's about patience. It's about making money at the end of the day. That's what it's about. But who cares? Who cares? Whenever I am wrong, if I am wrong, I will admit it. I have no problem admitting it, right? But it's funny because I'll do that because people demand that. But I rarely brag about whenever I'm right. I don't care, right? How much bragging did I do on this day here? Go ahead and watch my videos from April 11th. You'll see that I don't really brag. I don't care to, because it's not about that, man. If I'm bragging, and I'm talking about myself a lot right now, but if I'm bragging, that means that there was some part of me that was like uncertain that this was going to happen, so I'm relieved, right? So I'm like, yes, I did it. I knew it was going to happen. But no, that's not. If you actually knew it, it's like, I know the sun's going to come up. And it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. I love seeing the sun come up. It's great. It's a warm, fuzzy feeling every single time. But I don't wake up every morning saying, I knew it. I told you the sun was coming up. Because, yeah, I knew it. It was going to happen. It's not a big deal. Like, this is not a big deal, right? This will be a big deal once we get up to, prices that are at new relative highs. Once we get to new all-time highs, that'll be a big deal. But even then, I'm not going to brag. But enough about me. Let's talk about you, OnyxCoin. I'm sorry I went off on such a tangent there. I will admit that I was wrong if I'm wrong. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. As long as you will admit when I'm right, anytime that I'm right. Okay, 1.777 cents right now. Bull flag. We're going to go up to 5.5 cents, 5.6 cents, something like that. We've gotten into the overbought zone pretty deep at the 83 here and cooled way the hell off. We're right below the 60 now. This is actually a prime area to bounce, so I wouldn't be surprised in the least if today closed green and the subsequent days afterwards closed green. We really begin to get away from this bull flag here. If we close today red, if we go lower, we could still go down to the 50. We can go lower in the daily RSI. We can go lower in this pattern and still be fine. And actually, guys, I know that a few days ago, if we're looking at OnyxCoin here on Coinbase, I made the call that we broke out of this pattern already, but I want to point something out here. I don't think we have. Maybe we have, maybe we haven't, but if we take this high down and we look at it here, we shave it down to the line of best fit, right? It looks as though we've broken out. We found support on this. Nice. That's there. Yes. Coinbase is a very big exchange with a lot of volume. Don't get me wrong. It might be something to take into consideration, but this high wick here, it doesn't exist on the crypto chart. It's gone. It's gone, and this is like the average index for everything. So with this kind of look, I would say we're still in the bull flag, right? We're still actually in it. We haven't really broken out of it yet. I don't know how we would draw this, but I don't know if we've broken out of it. So whether we have, whether we haven't, I don't know. Tomato, who cares? This does look nice. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks really nice, but it's only on the Coinbase chart. It's not on the Kraken chart. It's not on the Capital.com chart. It's not on the Bybit chart. Do they even have a regular one? Maybe they just have perpetuals. It's not on the MEXC chart, right? It's not on any of those charts. So regardless of what chart you're using, even if we're using Coinbase, let's just call it a bull flag still. We haven't broken out of it yet, but we're looking to, and I think that we will here over the coming days. I very much do believe that by the end of this month we'll be at 5.5 cents or more. Let's talk a little bit more about where we're going to go after that, okay? So from a relative high, all-time high, to a relative low, once we get above, come on now, once you get above the 886, which just happens to be right there at around 10 cents, once you get above there, we're basically clear for new all-time highs, right? That's when the fun really begins. It's getting above 10 cents clears you for new all-time highs. Now, not always. It's not a guarantee, but it's just a generality. If we're looking for new all-time highs, the first target from here, from an all-time high to an all-time low, the first extension is at 82 cents. Now, that'd be great. That'd be great if that's where we ran to, but I don't think we're going to go there by the end of June. I think these are more end-of-cycle targets and beyond our end-of-cycle targets, so we're likely going to stop somewhere between the 1272 and the 100 level, which is not common in itself, but when you pair it up with these bull flag measurements that we have here and then these extensions here from a high to a low, it kind of makes sense, right? You get above 10 cents here, you're likely going to go to the golden ratio at 15.7 cents. That is the minimum measured target that we have. The next targets afterwards are 26 to 32 cents, and I really do think that this is where we're going to go ultimately by the end of June. Again, if we're not here at 26 cents to 32 cents, that's okay. We might stop at 15 to 16 cents, and that's fine if we do. We could stop at 10 cents or lower, but I doubt that we do. I very much do doubt that we do. We've got so much momentum inside of us right now, you guys. We're ready to unleash it on the world and just see some new all-time highs. It's going to be phenomenal. The expectation would be that if we break above 10 cents, that we will see new all-time highs. The expectation and that's based off of this larger overall fib here. If we take it based off of the shorter term fib, so 10 cents is a big deal. If we take it off of this fib here, the more relative fib, getting above 15 cents, 16 cents, that enables you to see the 1886200 and beyond. Technically, I mean, if we're being technical here, that enables you to see the 1886 to the 2618. But I don't think that we're going to see these targets by the end of June. If we do, great, that's phenomenal. I will have definitely sold some too early at that point, but I'll be holding on to some just in case we do, right? But I think that 26 to 32 cents is the target area that we're going for. That will happen by the end of June. We have lower lows in the weekly RSI. higher lows in the price. It's a phenomenal time to buy. I really do think it's a phenomenal time to buy. From a relative low here to a relative high there, we couldn't even get to the 0.5, right? We went below the 382, came right back above it. Now we're looking for, what we're really looking for here is a close above the 236. That's at about 2 cents there, and that makes a lot of sense because 2 cents is a big deal on that fib, and it's also a big deal here on this fib, from a high to a low here. Or wait, no, wasn't it? Which fib was it? Okay, no, it was this fib. Sorry, my bad. I get it confused sometimes. From the low to a high here, this one, yes. The 236 is right there at 2 cents as well. So 2 cents is a big deal. We break above that. If we can get a daily close above 2 cents, that's how we trigger all of this future good stuff to come. If we close above 10 cents / when we close above 10 cents, we know that we're at least good for a 15-cent target, if not likely to new all-time highs, which I think would be anything from 22 cents, 26 cents to 32 cents, something and everything in between that range. That's all I really have to say. So let's look at some other indicators real quick and we'll wrap this up. We'll look at some indicators that we don't look at every single day. I want to look at the ribbon. It's been a second since we've looked at the ribbon, or maybe we looked at this a few days ago actually. Weekly ribbon, that is bullish as hell, guys. Finding support right at the base of the ribbon, you just eclipsed it, closing back up. You condensed, you got tight, you saw a contraction in the ribbon, and now we're expanding. We're getting ready for the next move up, man. It's good stuff. Monthly ribbon, we don't have enough time on, so but getting above like 2.4 cents will be a big deal there. 3-day ribbon also contracted hard, and now you're bouncing and expanding. Beautiful, love to see it. Daily ribbon, fresh cross. We could go lower. It's very common actually to interact with the ribbon, so we could find support down here. We could go lower than this low and go down. If we do go lower than this low, that messes with our 5.6, 5.5 cent idea, right? That will bring the target down, but that's fine. Even if we do go lower, that's fine. We could go all the way down to 1.2 cents, you guys, and break out of this bull flag. We still have a higher low to build from. We're fine, okay? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm just saying if it were to happen, and I don't see how it would happen because that's calling for effectively, let's see, from this current price here, 1.2 cents or lower, that's a 30% drop or more. That's going to happen while Bitcoin's breaking out. I don't know. I'm not saying it can't happen. Scam coins do that, but I don't know if this coin's going to do that personally. I don't think that we're going to get below this ribbon at all. I think that 1.4 cents would hold, 1.6 cents will hold, and at the moment I'm actually very much believing that that's the low. I don't think that we go lower than that, but we're only talking about it in case it does happen, because if it does happen, this way you're not panicking and like, oh no, it broke below this low that C-Zar said we would not break, we would not go below. Now we're going to zero. No, that's not what's going to happen. If we go below this low, then I'm saying we're not going to go below. It's fine. It's just a lower low. It's a higher low overall, and we're getting ready to build from lower prices. It's not a big deal. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. We're just addressing that, talking about that now. So the ribbons look good. Daily, 3-day, monthly's too young to say. The weekly, they all look really good. So, and the weekly actually is really impressive, I gotta say. If we're looking at this on the LRO, let's use the LRO here. I should just, can I save? How do I save my template right now? Would I save it? Save indicator template. No, whatever. I'll figure it out. So maybe I'll just have to rename it and then delete the old one. I don't know. Looking at this here. Weekly MACD is postured bullishly, right? We haven't gotten a bullish cross yet, but we're on our way to getting that. LRO is postured bullishly as well. Stochastics are postured bearishly at the moment. Bullish because you're out of the ribbon. Let's see, what would it be? Okay, all we need to see is this week close green. That's all we need to see. If we can close this week green, then we're fine. Yeah. Close this week to the green effect, and then I think we're fine. And I think that we will, especially if we can get above these highs here, above like 2.5, 3 cents. I think that we're fine. So we still have a whole 6 days left in this week. OnyxCoin can definitely make that movement in a week's time or less. It's not a big deal. 3-day time frame here. MACD is starting to cross up. Yes, crossing up, and we're finding support at the 0 line. This is a powerful signal, you guys, on the 3-day time frame right there. Make no mistake. Stochastics are looking bullish. LRO is turning around. We're getting some bullish momentum building. Nice, yeah. We will once we break above this line here. Yeah, that 2 cent area, you guys. It's a big deal. 2.5 cent area there. I like it. I like the 3-day time frame. Definitely looks good. Daily time frame also looks good, right? We crossed above the 0 here. We're consolidating a little bit, losing some bullish momentum. That's because we're consolidating here, so that's fine. Stochastics look good, and the LRO looks good as well. Just waiting really to look even better on the LRO. We need to get some prices that are above probably about 2.5 cents, and then on the daily time frame above 3.1 cents, which we will see inevitably. But those targets I'm not worried about so much. I'm more worried about the fib targets. Not worried about, but focusing on those. Everything's pointing to the upside, man. Everything looks good. right? The weekly MACD, even as it's red here, crossed to the bearish side. The blue line is below the red line here. We're still in a very bullish position, being well above the zero here, and I think that we are about to cross this. I mean, over the coming weeks, who knows, man? By the end of this month, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we had a green tick on this here. One last thing that I want to look at, actually, let's get right back to the. Let's refresh this. I want to look at the Heikin Ashi candles real quick. The Heikin Ashi. Here we go, Heikin Ashi. Daily's green. We're waiting to flip it green. Once we flip it green, guys, and we did a little bit here. This is a reason for excitement, but it wasn't enough to continue. Once we flip these green, that'll be a good momentum indicator there, showing that we're moving up higher. 3-day time frame is green. Of course, it is weekly time frames green. So I think we're just on our way up, you guys. All these momentum-based indicators on the weekly time frame, they look primed and ready to go. On the 3-day time frame, same thing. On the daily time frame, a little bit of neutrality, but bullishness more so overall. So maybe we consolidate today, maybe we consolidate tomorrow, but this week, I very much do believe that this week we're going to be moving up higher. So nothing else to say. I'm just talking at this point. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.